Hey there YouTube, it's Nick with Feeding Fitness. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about patience, consistency, keeping the course. A lot of times I hear these problems or people send me messages about how nothing's working for them. They've tried this, that, and the other, and they're not seeing results. And 9 times out of 10, their issue isn't with what they're doing, it's that they're not being consistent and they're not being patient. And I'm going to give you just several examples and try to explain what I mean. First of all, this is one I hear from you guys all the time. I've been eating X amount of calories and I've been burning supposedly Y amount of calories. I'm in a deficit. Why am I not losing weight? And the first thing I ask is, well, are you not losing any weight or are you losing weight slowly? And also, how long have you been doing this? Well, I've been doing it for 3 weeks and well, I've lost ½ a pound a week, but that's all. So I'm not seeing results. Well, first of all, you are seeing results. You're losing ½ a pound a week. Those might not be ideal results, but if your goal is weight loss, those are results. So first of all, get out of your head that you're not making any results. Change that to my results are slower than I'd like. Secondly, 3 weeks. That's not enough time. That is just not enough time to know if a program is going to work for you or not. So you need to be consistent for a longer period of time. Too many times you guys want to tweak things right off the jump. I didn't lose enough weight the first week, so I'm immediately cutting calories. Or, I'm only losing 1 pound a week and I want to be losing 2. Well, is 2 pounds a week even a realistic goal for you? If you have under, 50 pounds to lose, 2 pounds a week may be an unrealistic goal. That brings me to my next point, patience. You must have patience. All of this stuff takes time. Losing weight takes time, losing muscle gaining muscle takes even more time. It's not going to happen overnight, so get that out of your head. And this is where consistency comes into play. If you're not being extremely consistent, you will never know if your plan works for you or not. If you're tweaking things every couple of weeks and you're having, I had a cheat day here and I didn't count correctly there, and then you have nothing to compare to. You aren't being consistent. Now, granted, if you've given it time, you've given it a month or more, and you've been extremely consistent and you're following your plan to the letter, and you're not seeing results, then it's time to take a look and go, well, why am I at this point, enough things have happened that I should be maintaining or seeing some decent results. Then and only then should you modify your plan. And again, small modifications. You don't want to change everything, because then you're basically starting over to try and determine if this new plan will work for you. So make minor changes. When making calorie adjustments, make small ones. You don't have to cut, 500 calories off your already cutting calories to where you're at the bottom because 2 weeks went by and you didn't lose the 4 pounds you'd hoped for. Gotta be realistic too. Again, when you're losing weight, any amount of weight loss is a good thing. You're doing okay. ½ a pound a week might not be ideal. You might want to get done quicker, but it's better than gaining weight or just staying the same. And again, if you really aren't making any results and a month has gone by and you look back, then when you start to modify your plan again, small changes, but even before you make any changes at all, did you really stick to your plan? This is another question you have to ask yourself. If your goal was 1,800 calories and over the past 3 weeks, there were 5 or 6 days where you didn't, you ate over that goal, you didn't keep consistent. So rather than change the plan, you need to just actually do the plan to see if whether or not it will work. And this is why I hate the idea of just free-for-all, regular cheat days, free days, whatever you want to call them. And notice I said regular. You need cheat days and free days. If you are logging on MyFitnessPal on Thanksgiving Day, shame on you. That's a cheat day or a free day. If it's your best friend's wedding and you're at the buffet line calculating things in, shame on you. Those days can be free. But if you're having a weekly free day and you go ham on those free days, that's not going to work. If you're very, very overweight and the rest of your week your deficit is so huge that it can make up for that free day, then good for you. But if things aren't going well, that's the first thing I'm getting rid of. Your free days, your cheat days need to be few and far between. I probably have 10 or less a year, and probably 5 of those in a row occur while I'm on vacation. And outside of that, it's my birthday, it's Christmas, it's Thanksgiving, it's Easter. Those are major events. I'm not the kind of person who's trying to find a free day every single week. You know, you can always find an excuse to need that, but that's probably a big reason why you're not keeping consistent. So, and then again about patience, your results are going to take a long time. They are. Body recomposition is at some points excruciatingly slow. And the closer you are to your goal, the slower it's going to seem. If you have 100 or more pounds to lose, when you first get started, it's going to be weight pouring off, you're going to be able to be inconsistent, you're going to be able to make mistakes, and weight's still going to pour off because you have such a large amount of weight to lose. If you even are just somewhat conscious of what you eat, you should get into a deficit. It just should happen. But if you're 10 pounds from goal, your wiggle room is teeny. You have to be extremely consistent, and even then, results could come to a creeping pace. And that's just something you have to accept. For me, it took me almost as long to lose the last 30 pounds as it did the first 90. And it's just the way it goes. That's part of, you know, why some people get close to their goal and then quit, because they just think that this rapid pace that they were having at first is going to continue. I'm telling you right now, it's not. Be prepared for things to slow down. Have it in your head that it's going to happen. And the final thing that you guys have to accept too is that you are not a special, individualized case. This is bullshit. And everybody has it in their head that they are somehow special, the unique snowflake amongst the millions of other people, and that your results aren't coming because of something unique about you. I'm here to tell you, you aren't that special. By and large, your body functions the same as almost everybody else's body. There is a small minority of you who have some legitimate endocrine issues or problems. Some of you do have thyroid disease. I agree that those people can have a harder time making their results. But if you are getting all of that checked up by a physician and you are on medication and all of those things, there's no reason you can't still achieve. It might be a little harder, but all these rules still apply to you. You aren't that special. So even people who are special aren't that special. You can all make these results. And if you even have a hint of that, I'm special and I just can't do this in your head, you are doomed to fail. You will not succeed. So you must get that out of your head that you are in some way special. Because until you do that, I can all but guarantee you, you are destined to failure because you already have your excuse. You are almost just waiting to say, well, I didn't gain weight, but this is why. I didn't meet my goals because right here, because I'm special. Well, if that's going to be your attitude, then I'm sorry, you are almost beyond help. The first thing you need to do is drop that attitude, and then you can start. So to the people out there who are individual snowflakes, please, you don't have to post down in the comments why you are special, because you're just fueling my point. You're not special. I'm very sorry. If you have a legitimate medical condition, follow through with the doctor. You wouldn't believe how many people go, well, I have a thyroid problem. Oh, what exactly is your problem? What were you diagnosed with? Well, I haven't seen a doctor, but it runs in my family. Well, so you don't know shit. You have no actual problem until it's diagnosed with blood work. So again, don't say you have a problem unless you know you have a problem. And if you do, seek out professional care. We can treat a wide variety of endocrine issues. You just need to see an endocrinologist, not a YouTube video. So that's basically all I have to say about this. You know, be consistent, especially be patient. Stay the course, give your plan a legitimate chance without taking a hacksaw to it week one. And finally, just recognize that you're not as special as you think. So that's all I have to say about this topic. If you have questions or comments, drop them down below. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Give the video a thumbs up. Hit the like button. Helps me out a great deal. And you can always join us over at Facebook at facebook.com/feedingfitness. And I'll see you guys next time.